multiple stories that we've been seeing this morning, and with expectations of a rate cut rising, Fed officials are chipping in with opinions of their own. Richmond Fed President Barkin stated that monetary policy remains restrictive with uncertainty about its sufficiency. He noted that the labor market is normalizing but still has room for catch-up hiring. Meanwhile, New York Fed President Williams emphasized that rates decisions will depend on data trends, foreseeing eventual rate cuts. Williams expects moderate GDP growth in 2024 and observes households becoming more cautious with spending due to higher government debt.
Moving on then, Chinese President Xi Jinping has urged France to help prevent a new Cold War amid growing alignment between the European Union and the US on security and trade. His visit to France precedes trips to Serbia and Hungary, seeking to bolster economic ties despite US warnings. French President Emmanuel Macron also echoed concerns about global fragmentation, emphasizing the need for mutual benefits and opposing supply chain disruptions during talks with Xi in Paris.
Well, let's talk about the latest geopolitical development that we've been seeing. And Israel launched strikes on the city of Rafah in Gaza, where many civilians have sought refuge despite Hamas announcing approval of a ceasefire proposal brokered by Egypt and Qatar. The Israeli Defense Forces stated that the strikes aim to pressure Hamas for the release of hostages and other war objectives. Israel plans to send mediators to continue talks but continues military operations in Rafah, contrary to US warnings about risk to civilians. Earlier, we spoke to Ashok Sajjanhar, the former ambassador, on the same. Listen into what he had to say.
The fighting doesn't show any signs of abating or coming down in intensity. We have seen that as far as Israel is concerned, there has been very sustained pressure from the United States, from Europe, from, in fact, across the world that Israel should stop its attacks on Gaza. As far as, that there should be a ceasefire, even as far as the UN Security Council is concerned, they have taken a resolution, they have adopted a resolution that there should be ceasefire. There have been talks that have been going on. The United States, Qatar, Egypt, they have been in involved in this negotiation, but still nothing seems to have worked out. And Israel has made it very clear to the United States, to the United Nations, and to the world community in general, that till they are able to decimate, completely annihilate the Hamas leadership, that they are not going to stop, because stopping midway would not really achieve the objectives for which they had started. So definitely, as far as politically and militarily, it appears that this is going to continue.
All right, then let's get a move on then. And Apple is doubling down on its AI game with its own chips for data centers, known internally as Project Apple Chips in Data Center. Leveraging its expertise in chip development for iPhones, iPads and Macs, Apple aims to power artificial intelligence software directly on server hardware, according to reports. And this move could give Apple an edge in the AI arms race as well.
Alright, let's move on and talk about Boeing, because Boeing Starliner is all set for its inaugural astronaut mission today, carrying NASA astronaut Sunita Williams, who is of Indian origin, and Butch Wilmore to the International Space Station. The mission, which kicks off in a few minutes, aims to certify Starliner's capabilities during a 10-day journey to the space station. Remember, Starliner is competing with SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule, which has been NASA's only vehicle for sending ISS crew to orbit from US soil.
And this, even as the Federal Aviation Administration launches a new investigation into Boeing after the company disclosed that employees may have skipped inspections on 787 Dreamliners and falsified records. Now, Boeing notified the FAA in April about potential lapses in required inspections as well.
Well, and the Met Gala 2024 is here, where stars like Zendaya, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny and Chris Hemsworth set the fashion tone for the evening with the theme The Garden of Time. Kim Kardashian surprised everyone with a Meso Margiela couture gown, paired with a tiny cardigan, while Cardi B kept her look under wraps, arriving hidden under umbrellas. Meanwhile, Kendall Jenner made history by wearing a vintage Givenchy dress from 1999, and Alia Bhatt made a powerful statement in a stunning Sabyasachi sari, embracing her Indian heritage on the red carpet.
Alright, then let's take a look at what the Asian market
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.